Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I have a bit of a runny nose today. We're going to have to deal with. Sorry about that. Oh, goodness. But it'll be all right. It will be all right. I hope everybody's doing okay today. I did do a live this morning for a little bit. Tomorrow will be the last morning when I do, if I do one at all, just so you know. After tomorrow, they'll be at noon and 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. The plan's to be too busy of the morning to do one. Cheers. I've been waiting a couple hours to do that. How are we doing today? If you don't say hi or ask a question or something, I won't know who's here. I appreciate anybody that drops in. For those that don't know who I am 420 Jim. That's my legal name, and I'm a cannabis advocate. I have been since March 1st of 2014. Literally made headlines in quite a few states. I've been to 37 states. I plan on making Florida my 38th state. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise, it is. Well, anybody too shy to make a comment, that's cool. That's cool. We can continue on. This is not about me. It's about the fact that I don't think no one belongs in jail for weed. And ever since 2014, I've been writing petitions to the president, whether it be Obama, Trump, or Biden. Every time a new president comes in, boom, new petition. So this is actually the second petition I wrote to Trump. Trump knows about me. He knows about my vehicle and everything. And guess what? Trump ain't going to pay no attention to me. He's not. Why would he? Last time he was in office, I didn't get all the signatures that we needed to get his attention, and he don't think I'll get the signatures this time. But see, that's not up to me. That's up to each and every one of you. When I go across the United States and I make headlines and TV news, you'd think I'd get lots and lots and lots and lots of signatures, right? Hey, Troy, how you doing? People will come and meet me. How you doing? People will come and meet me, and they like to ride on the RV, which is now called the Cannabago. If you search Cannabus 2, Cannabus 2, that's that RV. Look real good at that paint job. Take a real good look at that paint job. You see that? Now I'm going to show you another paint job in just a minute. Okay. In 2014, I started petition with Obama, then Trump, then Biden, now Trump again. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Oh, I'm going to make your day again here. Watch. That RV I just showed you had over 30,000 signatures on it. The sad thing is my petition never had that many signatures on it. And that's not my fault, because I drove that around the nation trying to tell people and get them to sign it. Well, I named it a new name now, because it is a Winnebago Aladdin motorhome. It's no longer called the Cannabus. Hashtag it Cannabago. Cannabago. What it's about, nobody belongs in jail for weed. You can scan that, screenshot it, and scan it. Remember, can't we all just get a bong? And if you can't scan, do a search for 420 Jim. Me. That's me. And the first thing to pop up on a Google search is petition. Add the .com, and you definitely can find it there. Now this had 30,000 petition signatures on it at least. Just like, see, this is a door. I never painted a door, but you see how they're all fading off? I just painted this because I had eye surgery, and with one good eye, I did this paint job. And here in a couple weeks, I'll be headed out. This last Saturday and Sunday, for the first time, I let people start tagging the new paint job. If I come to your state and your city, come check me out, man. Sign the petition. The petition's the main thing. But people will come and they want to ride on my motorhome like this, and I let them. They donate a penny, a nickel, a dime, a dollar, or anything that helps me get to the next city to tell them about the petition. You know, the mobile billboard takes fuel getting town to town. I let them tag it. Now, I didn't ask anybody for a donation this weekend because this is where I live, where I painted. I was just sitting over there in the field by the yellow building. And I think everybody needs a little Jesus. That's how you spell my name legally now. July 8th of 2019, the judge changed my name to be that. First name Tor, middle name 20, last name Jim. I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. I am 420 Jim. For a couple of years, the newspaper dubbed me 420 Jim because my first name was Jim. Now it's my last. If you'd like to be put on this and ride with me to DC and back and be part of history, you know, that guy sent me a $10 donation, so I put his handle on there. Lady sent me a $20 donation. I put the cross, $20 for the freedom thing, a $10 heart that Jessica in Kansas sent. Sponsors on. It hasn't officially hit the road yet. I haven't even been out of town with the paint job. Now, this coming weekend, I'm probably going to go into maybe as far as Phoenix with it. Phoenix is 45 miles south of me. So somewhere between here and Phoenix, I'll probably go set up for the weekend. Then I'm going to come back here to my RV spot because I have an appointment with my eye surgery next week. My eye surgeon, that is. And I'm sure I'm going to get the okay and everything like that. And somewhere between the 1st and the 10th of April, I will be hitting the road. Headed to Florida, and then DC, down back through Kansas, probably Indiana, and here, back to Arizona. Hang on a minute. I'll answer your questions. Let me go back and see. Maybe Trump or Biden. There's. Hey, I won't lower myself to answer that question if it's Trump or Biden. Okay. Number one, when Biden was in office, I had to support him because I support the pilot of the plane. I don't want the plane to crash. And as a United States American citizen, I had to support him as the commander-in-chief when he was in office. Could I wait for him to get the hell out and never come back? Yeah. The idiot should have never been in office. And that's what I think about Biden. And that's just my honest opinion. Idiot should have never been in office. Now, I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. I don't see black. I don't see white. You're taught that shit. As long as it's a two-party system, we will never, ever, ever have freedom and fairness. Why do you have to choose from the less of two evils? But yeah, no. I would much rather have Trump in office than Biden again. Yes, if that hurts your feelings, I'm sorry, but I've been through 4 years of Trump. It wasn't the greatest in the world. He didn't release our cannabis prisoners. He didn't take it out of a class 1 or a class 2. And hopefully with signatures, and if you don't like Trump, prove him wrong. He says he's going to do what the American people want, right? Well, prove him wrong. add your name and get all you Trump haters signature on that petition, and prove him wrong, because he says he'll do what the American people want to do, right? Well, he didn't do it last time he was in office, and that would have made him pretty great back then. And it's time we stop the lies on cannabis and hemp. I really thought Biden was going to do that, or tell the feds not to stand down and take everybody's gun rights and everything away. So, yeah, I'm not a Biden fan, never will be a Biden fan. I'm so glad that he didn't do nothing really at all with cannabis, thank God. He said he was going to pardon people on simple possession, but I don't know anybody in federal prison for simple possession. So that was kind of like blowing a fart in the wind. They said that they was going to take it out of a class one schedule. They didn't even bump it down to a class 2 where cocaine is. It shouldn't be in a class 1, 2, or 3. It should be like aspirin or Tylenol. Oh, when I said I didn't support Biden, what, did I have 2 Biden supporters on? Oh, there's 2 on there. I was going to say what? Because I said I didn't support Biden? No. See, just like black and white. They teach us black and white and whatever. Man, I'm a mutt. My family's a mutt. I got a black grandchild, white grandchild, Spanish grandchild. Yeah. We're human beings on planet Earth, basically. They call this the United States of America, but I don't see where we're very united. I really don't. There's so much division and chaos. Hopefully things straighten out, but we're living in Revelations right now. And see, I don't worry about it, because this year, as I go around trying to get people to sign the petition to release our cannabis prisoners, I'm going to remind everybody they need a little Jesus, and how to hand out these little figurines. These little figurines, man, they make people smile. I gave out about 100 this weekend. I got to get some more. Of course, it takes money, but the good Lord's going to provide. I know He will. And I'll be handing these out when people see me, if they'd like to have one of them. It brings smiles to people's faces. And that brings a smile to my face, which I know therefore brings a smile to the Creator's face. Walmart or Target, what do you mean? What do you mean Walmart or Target? You lost me. What about Walmart or Target? Are you talking about these figurines? I get these online. But if somebody wanted to send me some, I don't care where they get them from. Send me some, as long as I have them. But I ordered them offline. I got a deal on 400 of them the last time I got them. Oh. I don't prefer either. I love my little Ron's Market. See, I live in a little town. I prefer your local markets. I really do prefer the local markets and stuff. But when I do get the other groceries and whatever, there's not a Target where I live. The only thing near where I live is Walmart. So I'm kind of forced to use Walmart. But I use Walmart delivery. See, my vehicle gets 7 miles to the gallon. And unfortunately, it's about 15 miles to Walmart and 15 miles back. So, every time I drive my vehicle, it's $10 to go to Walmart. And I could do that 2-3 times in a week, But instead, I pay $6.99 a month. I pay $6.99 a month, and Walmart brings it to me. And I can order every day, 2 and 3 times a day. So, to me, yeah. Black Canyon, well, I'm in Black Canyon City, Arizona. Where do I come from? I've only been here a couple of months. Okay, I was in Texas a couple of months before that. I come off the road last year because I had eye surgery. Okay, the 10 years prior to that, I bounced back and forth coast to coast, making headlines in the newspapers. This is just one. This is August 19th of 2020. I like this one because it tells you my legal name, 420 Jim. But I was off the road for a year because I had to get retina surgery. And that's what my vehicle used to look like. After my first surgery, I had nothing to do except waiting for it to have it heal, and I could see out of my other eye. So I gave her a new paint job. And now I'm in Black Canyon City, Arizona for another couple more weeks. And then I'll be headed to Florida. And then I'll be headed to Washington, D.C. And then back through, Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri, Kansas, Indiana. But that's why this says BCC, Black Canyon City. Arizona love. I let the people in this little town where I've been staying the last 4 months be the first ones to put a tag. I like how they did that. Jesus, and they put loves you. If you don't think people belong in jail for pot, this is what this is about. It's a mobile billboard to help others. That's all it is. Spreading the word that nobody belongs in jail for pot, and there's a petition that you can sign to help get them out. Also, it needs to be taken out of the Class 1, Class 2 narcotics. The only trouble Hunter Biden's son got into was just signing papers and being known to have a Class 2 narcotic. Well, hell, cannabis is a Class 1. No one under federal law can own arms or ammunition. And so we need to get that straightened out. And if you sign that petition, you can do that. Oops, sorry. You can go to 420jim.com and sign the petition too. Somebody sent me a message and I hit the wrong button when I was flipping this around. Oh. Hang on a sec. Oh. Oh, goodness sakes, goodness sakes, goodness sakes. I shared a memory. And everybody well, not everybody, but a couple people think that I'm broke down and need a fuel pump on Facebook. I got a message of here in a minute. Well, I need to message them in a minute and let them know. See, and that's so great. That's much love. I've got these people who's been following me for years, and I shared a memory from like 4 years ago. And I've got a gas can setting up the seat, and every 20 miles, I had to, hey, Mr. Will, I don't know if you've seen it because you're at work, but man, you talk about love. Check out what's happening today. Let me tell you what's happening today. This is the second person. First person was Mr. Sean earlier this morning. Now, over in Messenger, I had another friend. I forget the name. I just looked at it quick. And he's like, yo, bud, how much do you need for that fuel pump? I just saw this. I shared a memory from 4 years ago. And it has the gas can up in the seat. And I'm sure you probably remember it. If Frankie is here, he would remember it. But remember years ago, I did need a fuel pump and stuff, and everybody helped me get one. But to get into town, I had to go underneath and fill a gallon jug, and I'd come in and I'd and fill 5 gallons. I forget where I was. I was in the middle of nowhere. I was in the middle of nowhere, and so I did. And I was filling up the gas can, and it just had that going to the carburetor with the little pump in between to get in. But I'd have to go and pump it out of the tank, fill the 5 gallon gas can, get about 25 miles down the road, so I didn't suck it all dry and have to prime it again. Go back underneath and get another 5 gallons of gas and pour into it. But I made a video, hey, see, I do whatever it takes. And I guess people aren't seeing where it says memory or whatever 4 years ago. And that's sweet because they think I'm broke down. I got to message them and tell them, no, I'm not broke down, but if they want to help, they can send it to get me on the road this month. That's so cool. What do you mean, don't I ask you? What am I supposed to ask you? What you want me to ask you what you think of Trump? I don't care what anybody thinks about any one of them. I really don't. I really don't. Like I say, the pilot of the plane, and I don't want the pilot to crash. I'd much rather it be none of them. I think every person in Congress, personally, from the president on down, should have been thrown out of office, and every one newly elected into office. That's the only way you're going to stop or do any of the corruption. It's kind of like, everybody, say bad cops. Yeah. Well, the good cops that protect the bad cops, that makes them bad cops. It does. It does. If you're going to protect the bad, that makes you just as bad. So all these politicians that protected these other politicians, that makes them bad. Need to get rid of the whole damn slew of them, really. But yeah, I don't know what you want me to ask you. Hey, Will, you still here? This thing goes from 1 to 3 to 0 to 1 to... Yeah, and I can't tell if anybody's still here or not. But my channel's not about politics. Oh, I can show you my thing on Mr. Trump. Hell, I've said this for years. Okay, here's my feeling, and it's not just Mr. Trump, it's any president or anything. Because we know that anybody that says cannabis is bad, they're either uneducated or a liar. Here's the shirt I used to make. See that? Mr. Trump if he went green, or Mr. Trump if he didn't go green. Yeah, I would do the same thing with the shirt for Obama, Biden, any one of them. I call them all out. Why keep up the lies of cannabis and hemp? I don't think anybody that wants to keep up the lies of the most beneficial plant we have on earth should be in office, honestly. That includes Trump. Now, if he gets an education and straighten things out, right on. You have my full support. He could do it first by releasing our cannabis prisoners and destroying everybody's record. You know how many people in the United States have marijuana records and they shouldn't have any type of marijuana record or nothing? William Randolph Hearst named it marijuana, for Christ's sakes. We need to stop all the lies, the bullshit. I hear Trump's for us having Second Amendment rights, right to bear arms and stuff. Well, then why does he keep it in a class 1 or class 2 narcotic or anything? We know it's got medical value, so it shouldn't be in a class 1. Yeah, I know why they have it. Gun control. Nobody under federal law can own or possess a firearm or ammunition. Period. So, well, I got to punish myself. There's no questions to answer, so I got to choke. If y'all don't want me talking, I'm going to start choking. Oh, goodness sakes. Hey, Will, made me a new can. I still have the other one. I haven't worn it out yet, but it was starting to get nasty. So I made me a new one. So you might say I got a new pipe now. Oh, goodness. Well, I wish the wind would settle down a little bit. Go outside and show off the RV. It's too damn windy out there. Lulu. So, I'll show off Lulu instead. Huh. I'll show off Lulu instead. Huh. Mwah. This is my mama dog. Lulu, huh? Mwah. You're just so pregnant, aren't you? She's miserable. She's ready to have a pup anytime, huh? You miserable, aren't you? You're a cutie. You're a cutie. You're going to have your pups any day now. Feel free to ask any questions, anybody you like. My first name's 4, just like the number. This is Lilu. Her and Jack travel with me. Hum babies. Oi! Ain't that right? Oh. I went over and got my food box today, Will, over at the food bank. It was pretty cool. I always like going over there. The people are really nice. They wouldn't let me volunteer to work there, but they were nice. Well, looks like nobody wants to communicate no more. No questions, comments, concerns. You see that, Lilu? Nobody wants to talk to us. Huh. We're boring, aren't we? Oh, over there. Well, while you're writing something, I'm going to do this. Don't mind me. I'm just, while nobody was chatting, typing a little text message here real quick. Sorry about that. I figured seeing nobody saying nothing, I would go ahead and, oh, I love the happy faces. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? That makes me so happy. I'm gonna take me another hit off the can and show you the RV. How do you like that? Howdy, Lou. We like them little happy faces, don't we? Oh yeah. 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 Give you something to smile about. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Go to 420gym.com. No one belongs in prison for weed. I don't just talk about it. I once again repainted the mobile billboard and I was fixing to take my last journey across the country from Arizona to Washington, D.C. and remind our president, whether you like him or not, that's not the point. That's the person we ask. He didn't do it before, but Obama didn't do it, and Biden didn't do it either. Maybe Trump would do it the second time around. We just have to ask, try and find out, right? If you don't ask, you damn sure can't. That I know. So, yeah. If you want to sign the petition, you can screenshot that. That one's for elder abuse. Quick link to Facebook. By chance you want to throw $1 into the tank? And you can always go to 420jim.com or just search 420gym under Google. The first thing that's going to pop up, there's going to be a button that says petition. Simply press it. Sorry, I had to answer a thing here on Messenger. Well, I didn't have to, but I wanted to. Seeing as nobody's typing no questions, I'm still talking on Messenger when somebody sends me a message. Sorry about that. Yay. Let me send him one last message. I don't know if he's got my YouTube or not, but he can look me up and let him know I'm live on YouTube right at the moment. Lulu! Pregnant dog. Pregnant dog gonna spit out puppies. Well, heck, I don't know whether to make this a short lunchtime. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Once again, sorry about that. Lulu, what are you looking for? Oh, you're on here. I don't know what it is. Are you talking about my? I don't know what you need so far as that. I know I've got a card and account, but yeah, and it don't tell me how to tell anybody to hook up to it or nothing, so I don't know. And I really don't want to put my number or none of that out here on the internet. But I did get a chime. You should. I don't know if you can just look it up under my name. Oh, yeah, 420 Gem. That's my legal name. 420 Gem. Yeah, the card spells it out. 420 Gem. Well, thank you. It's an account with zero on it. No dollars, no cents. I just opened it up the other day. I was going to hook it to my GoFundMe, but nobody's made a donation at my GoFundMe, so I haven't had a chance to hook it up to it yet. But the good Lord's going to provide. He will. Well, heck, I wonder where everybody is now during the lunchtime. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to move my mornings to lunchtime. I was just starting to get people in on the morning one. But I'm going to be too busy here after next week to be doing them other morning. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works. When I get off my live, I'll hit you up in Messenger or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how none of that works. I've got an account number, routing number, all that. But yeah. But I thought Cash App and them were kind of intertwined because I can. They say I can put money from Cash App on that card. I don't know if I can put it back and forth. Man, I love a can. I've got a pipe. I got a pipe. But I'd rather do one hit on a can than pack a bowl and, it just, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, old school. And always you could, if you had a can, doggone it. Well, never mind. I had one here. I was going to show you. Oh, yeah, I had a can because this is my new one. I just made this one, hour and a half ago. My other one was just getting too plugged up and clogged up and, so it was time to smash up. I get these cans everywhere. So the cans don't cost me nothing. When they get nasty, dirty, tore up, whatever, I just throw, places you can't have paraphernalia, they come in handy. Right on. One of my a friend of mine that's a veteran, Tom, actually, I gave him this art at one time, and he gave it back to me a month and a half later when my family lost the house. Another whole story. But anyhow, he sent me a mug. It's a coffee mug, and it's got a bowl in it where you can smoke your bowl while you drink your coffee. Yeah, I can't wait until, I'm off of the road and I want to dirty that, Because, see, I go through states that it's illegal, of course. And I went through 2 different illegal searches. So neither time did they find anything because I don't carry nothing illegal. I mean, to me, it's just pot. If I don't have pot for a day or two, no big deal. No big deal. Now, if it's cocaine or alcohol or a cigarette, yeah, I'd be craving it. But, man, I kicked them 3 habits to the curb years ago. And it's all mind over matter. And with a mind like mine, it don't matter. But I'm very happy that I was 3 of the top things to walk away from that I was able to just walk away from. But only with the help of the man above. Only with the help of our Creator. But that is our mind, our conscience. Hook up with the devil or hook up with the Lord, That is our mind. That is our... So... That's why, heck, I handed out probably 100 of these this weekend. Hang on, I gotta read those. Oh, wow. Right on, right on, right on. Yeah, you got... My name is spelled out like a real name. FOURTWENTYJIM. Just like on the front of the motorhome. You've seen the video, you've seen the RV, right? It's spelled out on the front of the RV. And now it's got like 100 tags on it. Yeah. Now when I sign, I put 420 and sign Jim. That's my legal signature. I don't want to write out 420. No. Yeah, hey, check this out. There's the judge's order. For FOUR on the 8th day of July 20, TWENTY, of 2019, I became 420 Jim. Isn't that cool? I had to get another copy of the judge's orders to send to the birth certificate because they never changed it like they were supposed to. And they sent me an extra one. Oh, yeah. The judge legally, man, if you're going to talk the talk, walk the walk. You know? If you're going to talk the talk, walk the walk. And I'm willing to go all the way up to D.C. again. I held the first cannabis event ever done at Mount Rushmore. I did a march on D.C. I went to the Bikers for Trump rally down at the Suck Bang Blow Bar in Merle's Inlet the first time he became president. I'm in all over and fight. And every time we have a president change, we got to do a new petition. So, man, I need all the help I can to get this petition to build up. And as soon as this petition, if it hits 10,000, I will pull a permit to do a march in Washington, D.C. while Mr. Trump's in office. It took Mark a long time on Facebook, 3.5 years, and threatened him with lawsuit to change it. No, the judge changed it when I asked, if that's what you mean. Yeah. No, when I went in front of the judge, he had that paper that I just showed you. That was sitting on his desk. But when, he called me up, why are you here? And I said, Your Honor, can you make my first name my last name? And he says, yeah, I'm a probate judge. I can do that, but you got to have a first name. And I said, how about 4? And he said, yeah. And he said, do you want a middle name? And I said, 20. And he said, yep. You want your last name, Jim? And I said, yep. And he picked up the gavel and hit it on that little stand and said, so ordered. And I got certified copies that you just seen. It was that quick, that easy, everything. I think I paid $150 or something like that. Oh, Mr. Obama's last year in office, I had Pershing Park right next to the White House. I had Pershing Park for the day. 420 Jim had Pershing Park for the day. And I also had the detail for the march. The motorcycle officer and everything to march from Pershing Park over to the monument. And it was cool. It was a lady chief of police then. And she come up to me and checked the permit and everything. Motorcycle cop was there and all. Getting ready for the march. They showed up about 4. The march was at 4:20. And she said, hey, it's like Colorado. You're not supposed to be smoking in the streets and this, that, and the other. You're supposed to just take your pot, go home, smoke it behind closed doors. And see, Washington didn't have dispensaries then. You just got your pot from people. They couldn't sell it to you, so they'd sell you a T-shirt or a can of soda for $60 and give you, a handful of pot. That's how they did it, But anyhow, because you could possess it, you could have it, you could grow. They just didn't have dispensaries open yet where you could buy it legally. But she says, now, we tend to overlook that during these marches. As long as you're not trying to get selfies and taunting my officers, we tend to overlook that. And I'm thinking, that's pretty cool. She says, but Soon as you turn on Constitution, we're going to put you in jail if you have it on you. And that's the difference between a state street, or it's not a state, because Washington, D.C. is not a state. They try and fool you. But that's the difference between a federal highway and a regular road. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Constitution, where we was going to make the right on, become federal property. And as long as we weren't on Constitution, we was on the side street, we could be out there smoking during our march and all. But as soon as we turned on, if we had anything at all, we were going to be arrested. We were going to be put in jail, and we wouldn't see daylight until Monday, because they don't have bond hearings or nothing like that in D.C. You get locked up till you see the judge. And she wanted me to make sure I told everybody in the march that. So I've learned a lot of things over these 10 years, my friend. Mount Rushmore, when I learned it had an amphitheater, I wondered, who could use that amphitheater, you know? That was my question. Let me read these. Right on. Let me know when you're back. Now, I've been to Washington, D.C. at least 3 times. Been over to Budds Creek Motocross Track in Maryland every time I went up there. You don't actually work the pro nationals. They have their own people that work the track, but you do everything but that. Get it ready for the cameras a week before they come, all the weed eating, mowing, cleaning, painting and shit you do. They always paid me well. Every time I was at Budds Creek helping them out. 3 times I dug the pond for them, and they paid me $1,000 to set an excavator, listening to music, smoking pot, and digging a pond. That's all I did. Oh, wow, right on. Right on. Yeah. 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 On the front of the RV and the back are Budds Creek license plates. Jonathan told me that I could come out there and live forever if I wanted to. Wow. I didn't know there was a co-owner or nothing. See, Budds Creek Motocross Track, Jonathan Beasley owned that. And his brother owned the stock car track on the property too, but the brothers owned all that, I thought. Or back then, who knows? It's been so many years before I've been out there. And I figured he had turned that track over to his son by now. Huh. Yeah, I haven't paid no attention to it. Wow. Wow. It might be the brother that had the stock car track. I don't think it would have been Jonathan. I forget his brother's name. But better chance of it being the brother than Jonathan. Wow, small world, huh? Talk about a small world. But see, I respected John, his son, all of them. You know, everything out there about Budds Creek, man. They love me, and I love them. And check this out. Even though I repainted the RV, I made sure to leave that Budds Creek on there. Just like Hub City Normal in Lubbock, Texas. They supported me, or they helped me, or helped the mission. And there's the Budds Creek on the back. Oh, goodness. When I first met them years back, Jonathan was holding the Budds Creek Bud Fest. And that was before it was legal medically out there in Maryland or anything. And he got the attention of all the state troopers and everybody, and they voted in a special budget and all kinds of stuff. You should have never called it Budds Creek Bud Fest. You know, Hemp Fest maybe, but not, you can't use the word Bud Fest when it's not legal. What's up, Will? Oh, like, yeah, it's a real small world. A real small world. Hey, Mr. Will, what's up? Oh. Yeah, that was back in what? Years ago. Years ago. When he wanted to do the Budds Creek Bud Fest. Yeah, I forgot what year I first met him. You know what I hate? Going over that damn bridge. The Potomac Bridge or whatever. Man, I hated that. I hated that. I hated that. I hated that. I don't like that bridge. Oh, right on. Man, I hated going over that bridge. But you know what? I love the Amish out there. See, I'd come out there and stay a month. Each time I come out there, I'd come out there and stay a month or so. Because every year, I always got off the road for a month or two to make money. To get started back on it and whatever. 3 times it happened to be Budds Creek. Jonathan, them that helped me keep on the road. Them 3 years. 3 or 4 times it was painting apartments where Will Bird, he was just on here a second ago, in Knoxville. Neely's Apartments or something like that. 3 or 4 different years they had me come and paint apartments. When my first one burnt, I was able to pay for half of this one, $500, and the bus ticket to go get it, because I just painted apartments with Neely's. Man, right on. Well, I haven't seen family in some of them 35 years, some of them up to 40. And lost all contact with them. And believe it or not, the good Lord can use the devil himself when he wants to. I was doing like this, and then one of the messages from one of the trolls dropped down, and I was talking about my brother, because someone asked if I had brothers and sisters and stuff. And because these trolls have researched everything about my life, they know more than I do. And this proves it. And I never thought this would happen. I'm talking like this, and I said I had a brother, I don't know where he is. Last time I knew, he was, he had sold everything, went Jesus nuts, and, hit the road, whatever. And that's the last I'd pretty much known of him. And as I'm telling about my sister being in Germany last I knew, a message dropped down, hey, your brother's on YouTube, he's a preacher. And I seen it was from the trolls' numbers and whatnot, and I didn't pay no attention to it, like I don't do most of their messages, and I'd forgotten about it that night, and the next day I'm getting ready to do a live like this, and I got to thinking, about what I talked the night before and all, and I'm like, you know what, it only take a second. I go over to YouTube, and I type in my brother's name and put preacher, and a video of a guy standing that looked just like, man, that looks a heck of a lot like him. Name is Norman Stevens, So I did another search, put his middle name and all, and come to find out he has a Baptist church down there close to where we used to have the sign shop and stuff. And then after getting a hold of him, he gave me my stepmom's number, my stepsister's number, my real sister's number, and my stepbrother's number. And I've got to talk to all of them now. And this year I'm going to go down to Florida, good Lord will and creek don't rise, and see them. So when I leave here, I'd like to go through Texas and fight for Texas. But I need them to get off their ass and help me get... I'm $920 short of my goal of having the new generator, the tune-up, and everything. Normally I could work and have that $1,000. I've done it every year. But this year I can't because of my damn eye. I don't know where I can get a job right now or where I could work in the next couple of weeks and make $1,000. But the good Lord's going to help me. We're going to get it up. We're going to get on the road. And the blessing is, before, I didn't have $1,000 a month I could chip in on the mission. Now I do. Because I won't be paying rent while I'm parked here. So that $550 automatically is going to go in, So it's just getting started out this year that's the problem and what's hard. Oh, will do. Thank you. Oh, I'll be damned. I met a girl up in Sarasota, Florida at the KOA that lived down in Boynton, and I ended up hitchhiking down the Boynton Beach, hooking up with her, and I was down there like 2 days, and yeah, I got on out of there, but I know where Boynton Beach is. Man, it's a small world. Damn. Talk about bringing back memories. Woo! Wow. Well, people, don't be shy. Anybody got any questions, comments, concerns? More than welcome to ask them. Yeah, I'm an old stoner hippie cannabis advocate. Pretty much sums it up. I believe in Yahweh and Yahshua. Some of y'all call them Jesus and God. Whichever. Couple things that I really believe in. Number one, everybody needs a little Jesus. Number two, nobody belongs in jail for weed. And if you believe the second one, I need you to do me a favor. It's not me a favor, excuse me. Do them a favor. And all of us a favor when it comes to gun rights. The way the law is right now, we all give up our rights under federal law to arms and ammunition, whether you know it or not, but we do. If they can associate a Class 1 or Class 2 narcotic with you. Look what they did to Hunter Biden. There's your proof right there. And marijuana is a Class 1. So that's really unfair and needs to be changed. Number two, the most unfair at all, anybody set in prison for possession or anything to do with marijuana. Really, it's time to let them go. It don't matter if they had 10 tons and sold it to the Pope or the Pope's son. We know it's all a lie, and it's time to let them go. Reset the tables, get with the times, bring back the hemp fields. Who cares if people smoke pot? But hemp food, hemp clothing, hemp fuel, hemp paper, hemp plastic, and the list goes on and on and on that can change this world. So if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Please don't be part of the problem. It's easy to say, Trump won't do it. I don't like Trump, whatever. No. Prove him wrong, prove me wrong. I heard Mr. Trump say that he wants to do what the people say, tell him to do. Or, he's for the people. Let's put him to the test, my friends. Put him to the test. If you don't believe Trump's good for the job, put him to the test. Give me your signature. Tell them nobody belongs in jail for weed and to take it out of the class 1, 2 narcotic. Find out where his stance is on that. Because no one belongs in jail for weed, and anybody that wants to keep up the ignorance on cannabis, they don't need to be running this country. Period. I don't think. Of course, life's not about what I think, but I don't want nobody continuing to lie and running the country and whatnot. So, I wished he would use the correct term instead of yelling fake news all the time. He's trying to change the word, you know. It was always called yellow journalism. You got all these people upset that he changed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. You don't hear not one person other than me. I've not heard one person other than me talk about how he changed the word yellow journalism to fake news. Kind of funny, isn't it? Now, if I could get on TikTok and make videos on TikTok and stuff like that, I probably could do that. I'm gonna. No. Huh. I got to get it with a friend after I get off this live here. Hey, Mr. Ed, I'll be off this live here in a little bit, and I'll get with you on that. I mean, I appreciate the support and all, but I'll get with you on that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, another important thing, folks, signing the petition. And if you want to help me and you can't financially help, that's cool. I mean, I understand. Trust me, I understand. I try to squeeze everything I can out of a nickel. You'll find that out if you follow me, and I do pretty good at it. But you could do something that don't cost anything at all, and that's subscribe to the channel. It don't cost you a penny. Subscribe to my YouTube. That puts it up farther in the algorithm. If you like what I say and like to share the stuff to people, hit the share button. Hit the like button, make a comment. All of these help the channel build up. Facebook, every time I got so popular on that, they had closed the channel and get rid of my name. Now they can't. But I can't do lives on Facebook no more because they don't keep them. So I think this is all the good Lord above telling me I should have been on YouTube for the last couple of years. But here I am now, and let's see if YouTube can do what Facebook couldn't do. I was on Facebook in the last 10 years. You can go look and check and see. And couldn't get everybody's attention to sign the petition and share it. Can we do it on YouTube here? That's the thing. Share the channel, share the live, share the petition. Let's kick Facebook's ass. If I could get this stuff on TikTok, the petition would really take off. But I've got a couple of trolls that I can't make any videos at all. They keep reporting them, even though they don't say drugs or whatnot. They don't want this petition to work at all. They're against taking the cannabis prisoners out of jail, and they're against moving it out of the class 1 and 2 narcotic. They do everything they can to put this petition down. But that's cool. I know there's a whole lot of people out there that want it to go. So let's make fools of them. Ignore them, sign the petition, and pass it on to a friend. In the end, you'll find my trolls are ex-cannabis advocates that just got butt hurt for some reason or other. They don't like the fact that I exist, I get attention, and they don't. Or that's the only thing I can think of. And me, I don't want attention from me. I want attention for my Lord and Savior. It's my duty to tell people about him, and give them a little figurine, maybe bring a smile, and to tell them that nobody belongs in jail for weed, and how people can sign a petition to further that. That's my whole purpose this year, and that's going to be the end of it. This is it. Last year, last journey. Unless the good Lord does something, but it should be. I guess you should never say nothing's final. A friend was supposed to come by and pick up a little bud today. I was blessed twice this. And I didn't realize there's probably still a quarter pound in here. So it was probably closer to a pound when they give it to me. But in November, someone blessed me with some bud. It's good bud, but you know, after you smoke a couple ounces of it, you kind of like get tired of the same old, and you build a tolerance up to it. Now you take a couple week break, it'll give you a buzz again. But I'm waiting for a friend to come by. I'm going to give this to her. I'm going to give her this bag of buds. And that's what you do. It was given to me, so I'm going to give it to her. She probably thinks I'm going to give her a little ounce of weed or, half ounce of weed or something. She's going to be surprised when she sees this bag. That's I've smoked a couple ounces of that. I've given away a couple ounces of that. So there's quite a bit there. It was a blessing that I don't even know where it came from. Couldn't tell you who gave it to me. I went out to go see the thrift store or the food bank on a Wednesday like this, and I come back and I seen a bag sitting on the table, and I'm like, what's that? Looks like trash. I must have set it there yesterday or something. I came in the RV, was doing a few things. I needed to make a trash run. I remember there's a bag of trash I left on the table from the day before. I thought, now I go there, and of course I'm going to look, see what trash it was, and it's full of pot. I'm like, what the hell happened here? And yeah, I had a whole bag of pot. And that came in handy because I didn't have no pot back then and whatnot. That came in handy. I smoked the hell out of that. If I wasn't hitting the road and couldn't carry, I'd keep it. Yeah, I mean. But here in another week or so, there's a good chance I'm going to go through Texas and stuff, and I ain't carrying no pot. If I really need something to smoke, someone will smoke with me, or I'll stop and someone will give me a Delta 9 or a Delta product or something. But that's one thing you don't want to do. You don't want to mess with Texas. There's signs everywhere. I'll have to bring them up. Maybe I'll bring them up this evening. If I can figure out how to do it on the TV, I might do it. there's a couple stories in Texas and stuff about me. And if I can put them on the TV later this evening and show them while I'm doing my live, I will. I don't know if I can or not. It'll give me something to try out. I also need to figure out how to live stream Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Maybe I can figure them out this afternoon. Well, are we done? Nobody else? No comments, no questions, no concerns or anything? I think I can call it a good afternoon myself. Go out here and get a few things done. I appreciate each and every one of you, and especially the ones that take a minute out to sign the petition. Thank you so much. It's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. My dogs, Jack and Lee, Lou, love you. I love you. Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.